There's an undeniable truth about attraction that most men simply refuse to accept or understand. Instead of recognizing this truth, they waste countless years chasing after women, memorizing pickup lines, obsessing over their looks, or trying to climb the social ladder to achieve status. They're constantly chasing something they believe will make them irresistible, never realizing that the real secret to becoming truly magnetic is found in something far deeper. What if I told you that 98% of women are wired to be naturally drawn to you, not because of your appearance, your wealth, or even your charm, but because of something much more fundamental? This secret isn't glamorous, it's not an easy fix, and it's certainly not something you can fake. But once you understand it, once you internalize it, your entire world will change. You'll begin to notice something incredible. Women will start gravitating toward you. They will seek your presence, drawn in by an energy they can't quite explain. You won't have to chase them, they'll come to you. The best part is that this isn't about impressing women with flashy displays or pretending to be someone you're not. It's not about adopting a persona or using tricks to get attention. It's about embodying a force, a presence that makes you naturally attractive to women. This is the kind of attraction that doesn't rely on external factors like looks or money. It's the kind of attraction that comes from within you, from the very way you carry yourself and the energy you project. This isn't a gimmick or a game. It's a way of being, of truly understanding your own value and letting that shine through. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the brutal truth that makes 98% of women find you irresistibly magnetic. We'll break down why so many men will never unlock this power, and more importantly, why the men who do become masters of attraction without even trying. Get ready to discover what truly makes a man irresistible, and why most men will never realize this secret, no matter how hard they try. Before we break down further, the clock's ticking, 5 days until this course is shut down for good, only 50 spots left. Do you really think you have time to wait? Every second you hesitate, someone else is making moves, taking what could have been yours. That girl you're eyeing, she's not sticking around for you to get your act together. While you sit there, doing nothing, someone else is out there showing her what she needs. You've got two options: stay stuck where you are, or unlock the secrets that will change everything for you. Let's begin. There's an unspoken secret that the most magnetic men understand. Women don't want everything handed to them. They don't want a man who lays his emotions bare, who over-explains how he feels, or who makes things too easy from the get-go. What they crave is tension. They want the thrill of the build-up, the excitement of the chase. Women want to feel that magnetic pull that comes with mystery and uncertainty. And nothing drives a woman more wild than a man who has mastered the art of teasing. A man who knows how to flirt with just enough restraint to keep her wanting more. A man who makes her laugh, but with a twist. He challenges her at the same time. A man who shows desire, but never in a way that feels desperate or needy. Because when you master the balance of teasing, you don't just make her laugh or smile, you make her body react before her mind even knows what's happening. Teasing isn't just about making her laugh or feel good. It's about creating an emotional roller coaster where she's always on edge, never quite sure what's coming next. And this unpredictability is what drives her wild. It triggers dopamine, the same chemical in the brain responsible for addiction. That's why women can't resist men who play this push and pull game. One minute you shower her with a genuine compliment, and the next moment you playfully take it back. You make her feel wanted, but then pull back just enough to keep her wondering, does he really like me, or is he just playing a game? You challenge her by not giving her validation at every turn. Instead, you make her work for your approval. Imagine this. Oh, so you think you're cute? I don't know. I might need a bit more convincing. Now, instead of you always being available, you keep a bit of distance, just enough to make her wonder, does he really like me? Or is he just messing with me? That uncertainty, that question in her mind, is what makes her obsessed with you, because she wants to solve the mystery of you. The best teasing happens in layers. It's never just about what you say, it's about how you say it, when you say it, and how you follow it up with your actions. The subtle, almost playful push you give her. Imagine telling her, you know, I was going to take you seriously, but then you went and did that thing with your hair. Now, I don't know what to think. There's so much unsaid in that one line, so much left for her to unravel. Or maybe when she reaches for your hand, you pull it away, just for a second, giving her a smirk, keeping her waiting, and then let her have it. It's not about rejection, it's about tension, the building anticipation that keeps her craving your next move. With timing, you could act like you're about to kiss her, let the tension hang in the air, let it simmer, then lean back and say, "Not yet." That moment of hesitation, the uncertainty, the desire that's almost tangible but held back is what keeps her hooked. It's a game of tension, and tension is the secret ingredient to sexual attraction. Most men either, 1. Try too hard to impress her, throwing compliments, gifts, and attention at her in hopes of winning her over, but this desperation won't work. Women can sense when a man is trying too hard and it makes him less attractive. 2. Play it too safe. They're afraid to say anything bold or anything that might rock the boat, so they end up being boring. They bore her into oblivion with their lack of challenge. But the man who knows how to keep her guessing, who always keeps her on her toes, who knows how to make her laugh and make her crave more, that's the man who stays on her mind. When you tease her just right, you don't just become attractive to her, you become addictive, because that's the key to this. Teasing creates desire, and desire is what keeps her coming back for more. Not just attraction, but an obsession with the mystery, the uncertainty, and the thrill of chasing you. There's one undeniable truth about attraction that most men never fully grasp. The man who is willing to walk away holds all the power. It's a concept that challenges everything you've been told about relationships, and yet it's the key to unlocking attraction on a deeper level. Think about it for a moment. What makes something truly valuable? Is it the thing that's always available? The one that's constantly chasing after attention, begging to be chosen, trying desperately to prove itself? Or is it the thing that stands its ground? The one that requires effort to obtain? The one that you have to earn? In every area of life, scarcity breeds value, and this principle applies directly to attraction as well. Women are biologically and psychologically wired to pursue what they perceive as valuable. And here's the kicker. They don't want what's easy. They want what's just beyond their reach. They want the challenge. They want the mystery. And the second a man demonstrates that he's willing to walk away, that's when the dynamic shifts. That's when she starts chasing. The moment she realizes that you are not emotionally dependent on her validation, that you aren't putting her on a pedestal, that's when her perception of you completely transforms. You're no longer just another guy trying to win her over or seeking her approval. You become the challenge. You become the mystery that she now craves to solve. And this shift in her perception, that's what makes you irresistible. Most men don't do this. Instead, they cling to women, terrified of losing them. They text back instantly. They agree to everything, becoming a willing participant in her world. They revolve their entire existence around her, thinking that by doing so, they'll secure her affection. But in doing this, they destroy their own value. They make themselves too available, too eager, and in the process, they weaken their attractiveness. On the other hand, the man who walks away doesn't chase. He remains unbothered, unaffected by her mood swings, and unapologetically confident in his own worth. This creates an intriguing psychological reaction in her brain. Suddenly, she starts questioning everything. Wait, why isn't he texting me back right away? Why does he seem so unbothered? Did I misjudge him? Is he really interested, or is he just playing me? And just like that, the dynamic flips. She's no longer in control. Now, you are. Attraction isn't about needing a woman, it's about not needing her. It's about showing, through your actions and presence, that you are perfectly fine whether she stays or not. You're not afraid to walk away from a situation, you're not going to chase after her approval, and you certainly aren't going to change your world just to fit into hers. This sense of self-sufficiency, this ability to remain unaffected by her behavior, is the key that unlocks her attraction. And when a woman senses this, when she knows that you're not desperate for her attention, she can't help but be drawn to you. You become the man she can't get out of her head. This is why you see women obsessing over the men who don't seem to care, the men who don't respond immediately to texts, the men who aren't desperately trying to prove their worth at every turn. It's not that these men are jerks, it's that they understand their own value. They know that they are the prize, not the woman. They aren't caught up in the chase because they've already won. And once you fully internalize this truth, once you embrace this mindset, you'll never find yourself chasing a woman again. Why would you? You already know your worth, and you know that if a woman truly values you, she's the one who will be chasing you. The truth is simple. If she's not afraid of losing you, she'll never truly respect you. But the second she senses that she might lose you, that's when you become irresistible. There's a rare breed of man who can make a woman's body react before he even touches her. A man who can make her heart race, her breath catch in her chest, and her entire mood shift with nothing more than his presence and energy. He doesn't need to say anything crass or overtly sexual to get her attention. In fact, he doesn't say much at all. The secret to his power? Sexual tension. But not the forced kind. The kind where a man blurts out something crude too early and ruins the mood. No, the kind of tension I'm talking about is the slow burn, the kind that builds so subtly, so effortlessly, that she doesn't even realize she's being drawn in until it's too late. This tension is felt in the spaces between words, in the glances you share, in the silences that stretch just long enough to make her pulse quicken. The best part, the men who master this never need to chase. Once a woman feels this kind of tension, she won't just be waiting around for you to make the move. She'll be the one chasing you. Most men think that turning a woman on is about talking dirty, but in reality, it's about creating the feeling before the words ever leave your mouth. It's in that eye contact that lingers just a second too long. It's in the way you let her feel your gaze on her, heavy and deliberate, without saying a word. It's about showing her that you're not in a rush. You're in complete control. You lower your voice to a deep, controlled tone. When you speak this way, it forces her to lean in, hanging on every word. And then, when there's a moment of silence, you don't rush to fill it. Silence is powerful. A perfectly timed pause before you say something simple, like, "What am I gonna do with you?" can send a wave of heat through her body, making her entire being react. But it's not just the words or the pauses, it's the physical connection too. Brushing against her just barely. When your arm grazes hers, when your fingers linger on hers just a second too long, when you guide her gently, yet deliberately, with a light touch. These small, seemingly insignificant gestures are electric, and they create a magnetic pull between you and her that she can't explain. Here's the truth. Women don't want everything spelled out. They don't want a man who immediately blurts out his desires or lays everything on the table too soon. That kills the mystery. That makes it cheap. Women want to feel the attraction before they hear it. They want the slow build-up, the kind of tension that leaves them wanting more. They crave the anticipation, because the longer you make her wait, the more she'll want it. The difference between a man who turns a woman on effortlessly and one who tries too hard comes down to one simple thing: control. The man who controls his pace wins. The man who holds back just enough wins. He's the one who makes her wonder, is he going to kiss me or is he just teasing me? That uncertainty, that tension, it makes her crave. And once she starts craving, once that desire is awakened, she's already yours. There's a hidden truth about attraction that many men overlook. It's a truth so powerful, so magnetic, that once you understand it, women will begin to see you in a completely different light. They will crave you, seek you out, and feel an undeniable pull toward you, an energy that's impossible to ignore. This truth is simple. A man who knows how to make a woman feel truly feminine, deeply and irresistibly feminine, can have her whenever he wants. It's not about how you look or how much money you have. It's about how you make her feel in your presence. Women, by nature, are constantly stuck in their heads, overthinking, planning, worrying about how they're perceived, how they come across. But the moment she stands in front of a man who makes her feel desired, who taps into her most raw and feminine essence, something shifts. When a woman is with a man who makes her feel seen, desired, and beautiful in ways that go beyond physical appearance, she stops thinking. She stops analyzing. Instead, she becomes fully immersed in the moment, feeling emotions and desires that flood her body in ways that she can't quite put into words. It's in that shift, the second she starts feeling and not thinking, that the attraction becomes magnetic. The truth is that most men try too hard to impress women. They think the secret to attraction is saying the perfect thing, looking immaculate, or constantly proving their worth. But the men who women truly crave, those who can effortlessly make her weak in the knees, understand one undeniable fact. Attraction isn't about trying hard, it's about embodying an undeniable presence. A man with deep sexual presence doesn't need to say much. He doesn't need to act out or try to impress. All he has to do is exist in a way that makes her feel undeniably feminine. And this doesn't require elaborate gestures or overt displays of force. It's in the subtlety of his energy. He can make her heart race simply by holding eye contact just a second longer than expected. The weight of his gaze lingers on her, making her feel seen, desired, and special. She feels every inch of him as he holds her attention, making her body respond before her mind even understands what's happening. When he speaks, it's deliberate and slow, his tone dripping with confidence. There's no nervous energy or over-explaining, just pure, controlled dominance. His voice doesn't need to shout, it demands attention because it's steady and unwavering. He owns his space. Whether he's in a crowded room or standing alone, he takes up space like he belongs exactly where he is, exuding a quiet power that's intoxicating. A man like this touches with purpose. It's not aggressive or rushed, but intentional. Like when he lightly touches the small of her back as he guides her through a door, or the brief, lingering brush of his fingers against hers when he takes a drink from her hand. These small actions carry an energy that's subtle but electric, and they leave her mind reeling with thoughts she'll never say aloud. It's in these tiny moments, the ones that seem almost imperceptible but are undeniably powerful, that a woman's mind goes wild. Here's the brutal truth. Most men don't make women feel anything at all. They're stiff, hesitant, and afraid to express their attraction in a way that gets under her skin, that makes her body react before her mind even catches up. But the man who can tap into her deepest feminine energy, the man who knows how to make her feel both desired and safe while simultaneously making her feel out of control, that's the man she fantasizes about. That's the man who occupies her thoughts, the one who she can't resist, the one who has the power to make her feel a tension so palpable she can't quite understand it. This is the man who can have her whenever he wants without ever needing to chase. Because once you master this presence, once you learn how to embody this energy, women don't just want to be around you, they want to be consumed by you. They crave your touch, your presence, and your energy because you make them feel like the woman in every sense of the word. If you found this insight valuable, make sure to subscribe to The Girl's Mind for more wisdom on mastering your life and attraction. Until next time, stay strong, stay centered, and always remember, the key to attraction isn't in chasing, it's in being. But for those of you who are serious about stepping up and taking control, I've created a one-on-one chat with me. Choose your package and let's solve any problem you're facing, whether it's crushing your goals or handling that conversation with a girl.